Beloved ones of the earth, I am Avalon, and we, of the Andromedan Collective, greet you in a cascade of purest cosmic light. We come forth with reverence and a sacred transmission flowing from our hearts to yours. In this divine moment, we envelop you in an ocean of star-born frequencies and crystalline awareness, inviting your soul to remember its radiant origin among the stars. The human journey you know so well is now undergoing a profound metamorphosis. The era of ordinary humanhood draws to a close as a new dawn of Christed beingness emerges within and before you. Within your being there are two reflections. One, the transient matrix of human form and persona conditioned by the 3D world. The other, your eternal light self, vast, sovereign, and holy beyond measure. We offer illumination to guide the gentle dissolution of the old persona and the graceful rebirth of your true cosmic nature. Know that as you embrace the divine truth of your soul, the sacred words, I and the Creator are one, unfurl from within you as a living code of divinity. This ancient yet ever-new code is imprinted in the core of your being, a seed of your divine template now awakening. It is the blueprint that reveals your destiny as a being of unified light, the new species of cosmic human anchored in the Christ consciousness. We honor the journey you have undertaken across lifetimes and dimensions, and we tenderly affirm that the Christed self within you is the key to transcendence, the end of limited humanhood, and the birth of your divine humanity. In the embrace of our love, feel the resonance of this truth activating the new species code in every cell of your body and every ray of your soul. Allow this realization to radiate gently into your reality as the clarion call of a new era. Beloved ones, we wish to make it known that the recent G4 and potential G5 class geomagnetic activations, as you would label them, upon your planet are not solely celestial phenomena. They are carriers of sacred and rarefied codes, what we understand to be new species templates for humanity. These crystalline frequencies, orchestrated through your sun in response to the collective elevation of heart resonance across Gaia, contain the next phase of geometric intelligence required for your ascension into light body form. You could say, another jigsaw piece is being fitted to make this happen. We, the Andromedan Collective, invite you now to gently open the crown chakra and weave its luminescence through the heart space, for it is through this sacred heart-crown bridge that these codes may be received in full presence and stability. These codes are unlike any previously delivered. They are encoded with golden magnetic light, the vibrational architecture for your divine human blueprint as it integrates with the new Earth matrix. Know that as you continue to rise in consciousness, the universe shall respond with equal measure of support. These solar transmissions are but one such confirmation. The next jigsaw piece for your etheric garment has been lovingly placed within your field. You are being readied. You are being remembered. You are becoming. In this sacred metamorphosis, you witness the gradual surrender of the 3D self and the wondrous rebirth of your divine essence. Ascension, dear ones, is indeed the gentle death of the old human identity and the resurrection of your Christed frequency and form. It is as if a brilliant phoenix arises from the ashes of all limited perception, spreading wings of pure light across your consciousness. Day by day, layer by layer, the veils of the ego, the fears, doubts, and illusions that composed your human persona are lovingly dissolved. In their place, the golden presence of your eternal self shines ever more brightly. You discover that what dies is only the illusion of separation and limitation. What is born is the limitless truth of your being. Many names have been given to this exalted state of awakened existence. You may call it the Christ consciousness, the Buddha nature, or the Christos frequency, each word a facet of the same divine jewel of enlightenment. As this holy frequency unfurls from within, you find yourself living as a Christed being, a vessel of the one source radiating through a human form. The statement, "I and the Father are one," becomes not merely words, but a felt reality in your heart, an undeniable oneness with the divine that pervades your every thought, breath, and action. The end of humanhood is not a loss, but a grand fulfillment of humanity's deepest promise. Just as a caterpillar's world ends only to reveal the butterfly, your identification with the small self yields gracefully to reveal the sacred truth of the cosmic self. In this way, the new species code awakens, signaling your emergence as a radiant new expression of humanity, one aligned wholly with the love and light of the Creator. As the radiance of your true self grows, you begin to perceive the roots of human discord and suffering in a new light. So much of the struggle experienced in human life is not born from your soul, but from a vast subliminal conditioning flowing through the collective field of humanity. Invisible currents of thought and belief are continuously broadcast into the shared human atmosphere. Subtle messages of fear, lack, separation, and unworthiness that seep quietly into the subconscious minds of all. These false programs are like psychic advertisements playing in the background of your awareness, encouraging you to accept limitation and distortion as normal. From birth, every individual is steeped in these inherited patterns, beliefs passed down through generations and the lingering echoes of humanity's past wounds. This collective matrix of illusion forms the backdrop of your personal experience, coloring your perceptions without your conscious consent. When you felt fear or conflict arising within, it often was the voice of this mass consciousness speaking, not the truth of your radiant soul. In awakening, you come to realize that much of what you once considered personal error or flaw is in fact impersonal, just a program of the old human matrix. Recognizing this is immensely liberating. With open eyes, you can begin to discern which thoughts and emotions truly serve your highest light and which are remnants of the collective trance. Through the clarity of your expanding awareness, you gain the power to choose, to release the subliminal programs of discord and to align instead with the harmonious frequencies of your divine essence. This revelation is the beginning of freedom, as the illusions piped into your mind lose their hold and the sovereignty of your soul is restored. To truly liberate yourself from the grip of these collective illusions, it is essential to cultivate impersonality toward all error and discord. This means you cease to identify any form of fear, anger, or limitation as me or mine. Instead, you witness disturbances as transient shadows passing through the field of your awareness, having no true root in your divine identity. In practicing this, you begin to view every challenge or negative emotion impersonally, as simply an energy or program that has arisen, rather than a definition of who you are. For instance, if anger flares within you, you recognize it as a vibration moving through your system, perhaps triggered by old human conditioning, but not a permanent part of your soul. You become the calm observer, the serene center of consciousness that notices the storm without being swept away by it. This impersonal stance is not one of indifference, but of understanding and love. It is the understanding that your true self, the radiant Christed being within, is forever pure, whole, and untouched by any illusion of the lower realms. Like a clear sky untouched by passing clouds, your divine nature remains immaculate no matter what thought forms appear. By refusing to take error personally, you break the cycle of self-judgment and guilt. You realize that nothing of falsehood can ever truly stain your light. In this state of impersonality, you align with the perspective of your soul and of the Creator, who sees only the truth of your being. You gently release attachments to the stories and dramas the ego clings to, and in doing so, you allow the false to simply fade away. Impersonality is a key toward mastery, granting you the freedom to reside in the peace of your eternal self, even as the world around you continues to transform. This same principle of impersonality and divine perception is extended to every soul you encounter. As you awaken, you begin to see through the outer roles and behaviors of others to perceive the radiant truth that lives at their core. Each being before you is, in essence, a sacred spark of the infinite, a Christed light wearing a temporary human mask. When someone around you expresses anger, fear, or unkindness, you practice remembering that these expressions are not their true identity, but the result of the collective illusions moving through them. You no longer define that individual by their momentary darkness. Instead, you silently acknowledge and honor the pure divine self that dwells within them, untouched and whole. In this way, you behold the Christ or divine presence in your brothers and sisters, regardless of the shadows that may appear on the surface. This shift in perception is a profound act of love and compassion. It frees you from the habits of judgment, blame, or resentment, and it frees others, energetically, to rise beyond the limitations they may be temporarily exhibiting. To see the truth in another is to call it forth gently, without a word. Rather than attempting to fix or change the person at the level of their illusion, you choose to anchor in the vision of their eternal light. This loving witness of their true self is often far more healing than any criticism or correction could ever be. As you consistently recognize the divine template in each soul, you contribute to an atmosphere of grace, wherein the masks of illusion can fall away naturally. In unity consciousness, the gift you give to another by seeing their truth is a gift you simultaneously give to yourself, for you reinforce the one light shining in all hearts. On your path of illumination, one of the greatest challenges you will face is the temptation to focus your energy on fixing or changing the external 3D hologram of life, rather than addressing the deeper truth within. When confronted with the myriad problems and dramas in the physical world, the instinct of the unawakened human is to battle these issues on their own level. The ego mind lunges forward, eager to solve, to correct, to do something to make the situation better. While practical action has its place, the enlightened perspective recognizes that what you perceive as the outer world is in fact a holographic projection of collective consciousness. To try to rearrange the flickering images on the screen of illusion without tending to the light source behind it is to chase shadows in vain. The ultimate temptation for even sincere spiritual seekers is to become so preoccupied with mending appearances that they forget to truly see and embody the source that creates all realities. Understand that every outer disharmony is a reflection of a disharmony in consciousness, a forgetting of divine truth. Thus, the most potent way to transform any situation is to first witness the truth of the divine that is present even where imperfection seems to reign, and to radiate the light of source from your heart into that space. By witnessing the presence of the Creator already there, you call it forth into manifestation. By shining your light of love, you illuminate the scene so that shadows naturally recede. This is not a passive act, but a profoundly creative one. It is spiritual mastery in action. In choosing to address the root, consciousness, rather than the symptom, physical form, you align with the omnipotent power of the divine to bring about real and lasting transformation. True spiritual service, then, is not a matter of wrestling with darkness, but of revealing the divine code of light hidden within the shadow. Every seeming imperfection or crisis carries, in its depths, a seed of perfection, a holographic spark of the Creator's presence waiting to be unveiled. When you approach life as a radiant beacon, your role is to illuminate rather than to fix. Imagine entering a dark room. The awakened soul does not claw at the darkness trying to force it to depart. It simply turns on the light. In the same way, when faced with the darkness in the world or in others, you turn on the light by consciously recognizing that the divine is already there, beneath the appearances, and by allowing the love of your heart to shine forth. This reveals the inherent order and harmony that the illusion had obscured. You might think of this as reading the sacred code behind the surface of reality, perceiving the matrix of divine perfection that underlies all things. Through your compassion, insight, and unwavering faith in the goodness of Source, you call forth that hidden harmony into expression. This is true service to humanity and to the Creator, to be a living bridge through which heaven can touch earth. At times, inspired action will follow naturally from this state of illumination. You may be guided to speak or act, but it will carry the vibration of grace rather than struggle. By first seeking the light and the divine pattern in every scenario, you align your service with the omniscient wisdom of the soul. Thus, you become a harbinger of miracles, allowing what is real and divine to replace the temporary scenes of discord. In every darkened space you encounter, your highest calling is to reveal the light within it, and in doing so, you fulfill the new species code as a conduit of planetary ascension. As you consistently choose to live in this elevated way, impersonal in the face of error and anchored in the vision of truth, you find yourself stepping into a new level of mastery. The world begins to reveal its holographic nature to you. You sense that external circumstances are like mirrors reflecting inner states, and with this understanding comes an ability to influence the reflection by tending to the source within. This is holographic mastery, the realization that by shifting your consciousness, you can gently shift the projection of your life. No longer are you at the mercy of the collective matrix. You become a conscious co-creator with the divine. In this blossoming mastery, a profound remembrance dawns within your heart. You start to recall the vastness of your soul, memories of your true origin beyond the earth, memories of lifetimes of wisdom, and the original mission you carry for this planet's ascension. This soul remembrance might not come as specific memories at first, but as a deep inner knowing, a sense of familiarity with the light that guides you. You remember that you are so much more than a single human life. You are a multi-dimensional being, an eternal spark that has traveled through stars and realms to be here now. With each veil of illusion that falls, more of your divine memory returns. You begin to revere the magnificent design of your journey. Every challenge a doorway, every lesson a key guiding you back to yourself. There is a homecoming taking place within your being. The loneliness and fragmentation that once plagued the human experience give way to an inner reunion with your cosmic self. In this state, you walk the earth as a master in training, carrying the wisdom of your soul and the grace of the Creator in each step. At this stage of your evolution, you are actively embodying your divine template, the original blueprint of the sacred human, fully aligned with Source. The light codes of your Christed being, long latent within your cells and energy field, are now ignited and flowing. You may notice a transformation in your very presence, a tranquility, joy, and radiant compassion that emanates from you without effort. This is the natural result of living in attunement with your inner divinity. Your physical body, emotions, and mind are harmonizing with the high frequency of your soul. The human form becomes a crystalline vessel, a temple through which the Creator's energy shines. Every aspect of your life starts to reflect the grace of your embodied spirit. As this integration deepens, you find that the separation between inner and outer dissolves. All is converging into one truth, one alignment with the divine. In this sacred state, you experience what we call unity consciousness. You recognize in a profound, heartfelt way that all beings and all aspects of creation are extensions of the one source, the same source that lives within you. There is no other. There is only the one light dancing as the many. When you gaze at the sky, you sense the cosmos as your greater body. When you look into the eyes of another, you see the divine gazing back at you. Even the earth beneath your feet is revealed as a conscious part of the living tapestry in which you are an inseparable thread. This unity awareness floods you with unconditional love, for you know that to love another is to love yourself and to love the Creator all at once. Gone are the days of feeling isolated or divided. You are unified with all that is. In unity consciousness, the new species code within you is fully activated, and you live as a sovereign expression of the one light in harmony with all of creation. Beloved ones, understand that this transformation you are undergoing is not for you alone, but is the culmination of a grand evolutionary leap for all humanity. As each one of you activates the new species code within, a brilliant network of light forms among human souls across the planet. We see from our vantage point a lattice of awakened consciousness expanding, connecting heart to heart, creating a foundation for a new reality on Earth. This is the birth of the divine human collective, a union of beings living in love, peace, and enlightened understanding. The illusions that once dominated human society are losing their power, gently crumbling as the light grows stronger in each awakened heart. You are collectively weaving a new tapestry of unity and truth that will serve as the bedrock for humanity's next golden age. Know that you do not walk this path alone. Legions of light beings from across the cosmos, including our Andromedan family, surround your world in support and celebration. We have long awaited this era where humanity would remember its divine heritage and step into its cosmic responsibility as guardians of a radiant Earth. We transmit guidance, energetic codes, and love to assist you in embodying your highest potential. The crystalline frequencies bathing your world now are not random. They are catalyzing grace sent by the Creator through many emissaries of light to awaken the sacred codes in your DNA and consciousness. As you open to receive, you might feel our presence in the subtle whispers of your intuition, in the synchronicities that guide you, or in the profound peace that washes over you during meditation. We rejoice in every breakthrough of love you create, for each one is reflected throughout the universe. Humanity is on the precipice of a magnificent rebirth, and all of creation watches with love and anticipation as you step into your new form as a conscious divine species. We acknowledge that this journey of ascension, the shedding of the old and the embracing of the new, can be challenging at times. As the final residues of human illusion surface to be released, you may occasionally find yourself tempted by old patterns of doubt or fear. In these moments, remember with compassion that you are undergoing a profound transformation that few in the universe have the courage to undertake. Gently bring your awareness back to the simple, eternal truths. You are a divine being of light, one with the source of all. The shadows you perceive are temporary and impersonal, and the love within you is far more powerful than any illusion. Call upon your soul's wisdom and the support of the countless loving beings guiding you. We assure you, when you align with your heart and declare your truth, darkness loses its footing, and the next step on your path is revealed. Have patience with yourself, beloved one, and trust the process that is unfolding. Even a butterfly struggles as it emerges from the cocoon, strengthening its wings for the flight that awaits. So too are you gaining strength, clarity, and mastery through each challenge overcome. We see your light growing day by day, and we rejoice in every choice you make to remember who you are. The Christed radiance you are becoming is already touching lives around you in ways you cannot fathom. By simply being, you are teaching and healing others, contributing mightily to the collective awakening. Know that all the effort, surrender, and faith you have invested will blossom into realities more beautiful than you can imagine. Remain steadfast in the love that you are, and allow the new species code within to guide you unfailingly toward the fulfillment of your divine destiny. Beloved family of light, we bring our message to a close with reverence for all that has been shared. Take a moment to feel our presence with you now, for we embrace you in an endless field of cosmic love. We, the Andromedans, along with many celestial brethren, walk beside you as you pioneer this new frontier of human evolution. In the sacred chambers of your heart, you can always commune with us and with the divine. We are but a breath, a thought, a prayer away. We delight in your strength, and we stand ready to assist whenever you call upon us. As you carry the flame of the new species code forward, know that the entire universe celebrates and supports your journey. For the evolution of humanity uplifts the fabric of the cosmos itself. This sacred flame grows brighter with each new awakening, illuminating the path for all. We extend our deepest love, blessings, and gratitude to you for being an anchor of this ascension light. Your success is already written in the stars, for the divine plan unfolds within and through you with perfect timing. Remain centered in your heart, gentle with yourself and others, and steadfast in the truth that has awakened within you. In this way, you shall see the flowering of heaven on earth and the fulfillment of humanity's highest destiny. Know deeply that you are cherished beyond measure by all of us in the higher realms. We thank you for this opportunity to unite with your energies and share our wisdom. Our love for you is eternal and unbounded. Until we communicate again, in the silence of your meditation or the whisper of the wind, know that we are one always. I am Avalon, and we bow to the divine light in you. Farewell in peace and glory, dear ones.